Have you ever gazed at the night sky and wondered what's truly out there? The universe has inspired awe and curiosity for millennia. But with wonder comes misunderstanding, myths shaped by stories, sci-fi, and misinterpretation. Today, we're setting out to bust some of the biggest cosmic myths and reveal the real facts behind them. We'll journey from the edge of the universe to our own backyard, separating fiction from science. So strap in, prepare to have your assumptions challenged and your sense of wonder reignited. Let's begin our journey. Let's start big. Is the universe infinite? It's a question that has fascinated humanity for centuries, inspiring both scientific inquiry and philosophical wonder. When we gaze up at the night sky, it's easy to imagine space stretching on without end, a vast ocean of stars and galaxies that goes on forever. We often hear that space stretches on forever, but the truth is, we don't know for sure. Our best telescopes reveal billions of galaxies, but even they can only peer so far. What we do know is that the universe is expanding, with galaxies racing away from each other, and we can only see as far as light has traveled since the Big Bang, about 13.8 billion years. But because the universe has been expanding all that time, the edge of what we can observe is actually much farther away, about 46 billion light-years in every direction. This gives us an observable universe, a vast but finite sphere, with us at the center simply because that's where we're observing from. Beyond that, it's a mystery. There could be more universe out there, maybe even an infinite amount, but we have no way to see it, at least not yet. The universe could be infinite, stretching on forever beyond what we can observe, or it could be finite but unbounded, like the surface of a sphere, where you could travel endlessly without ever finding an edge. Its shape depends on the density of matter and energy, which influences whether space curves back on itself, is open, or remains flat. If the universe is flat, as current measurements suggest, it might be infinite, but we can't be certain. Our measurements are incredibly precise, but even a tiny curvature could mean the universe is actually closed and finite. There could be a slight curvature we haven't detected, hidden by the sheer scale of the cosmos. So, is space infinite, maybe? Or maybe it's just so vast that, for all practical purposes, it might as well be. The universe could be teeming with regions forever beyond our reach, each with its own mysteries and wonders. The real answer is still out there, waiting for discovery. Every new observation brings us a little closer, but the ultimate truth remains elusive. The universe is either endless, or unimaginably vast, stretching far beyond the limits of our imagination. Either way, it's more than enough to fill us with awe, reminding us how small we are, and how much there is still to explore. Black holes, often imagined as cosmic vacuum cleaners devouring everything in sight, have captured our imagination for decades. In movies and popular culture, they're portrayed as terrifying forces, relentlessly sucking in anything that comes near. But the truth is far more nuanced and fascinating, but that's a myth. Black holes don't suck things in from afar. In reality, they're not cosmic predators lurking in the darkness, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting stars or planets. They're simply regions where gravity is so strong, not even light escapes. The event horizon marks the point of no return, but outside of that, their influence is just like any other massive object. If our sun became a black hole of the same mass, Earth's orbit wouldn't change at all. The gravitational pull would be identical, and our planet would continue its journey around the black hole just as it does around the sun. The real danger only comes if you get extremely close, crossing the event horizon. Once you pass that invisible boundary, escape becomes impossible, no matter how fast you try to move away. Black holes aren't hunting for prey, they're just there, silent and indifferent. Only objects that wander too close get trapped by their immense gravity, while everything else can pass by safely at a distance. From a distance, their gravity is just like any other object of the same mass. There's nothing uniquely dangerous about them unless you venture too near. They're not monsters, just extreme examples of physics at work, showing us the incredible power of gravity and the mysteries of the universe. Stay far away, and you're perfectly safe. Black holes are more about wonder than fear, inviting us to explore the unknown. Black holes are fascinating, not fearsome, reminders of how much there is still to discover in our universe. What color is the sun? Most say yellow or orange, but in space the sun is actually white. It emits all colors of visible light, which combine to appear white to our eyes. Earth's atmosphere scatters blue light, making the sun look yellow from the ground. At sunrise and sunset, more colors scatter, leaving reds and oranges. The sun's color doesn't change, our view does. The golden sun is an atmospheric illusion. In reality, our star shines pure white. Is the Great Wall of China the only human-made object visible from space? It's a persistent myth, but it's not true. From low Earth orbit, the wall is nearly impossible to see with the naked eye. It's too narrow and blends with the landscape. Astronauts report that cities, airports, and roads are far more visible, especially at night. From the moon, you can't even see continents, let alone the wall. The wall's greatness is in its history, not its visibility from space. It doesn't need a cosmic myth to be magnificent, its real achievement is right here on Earth. Hollywood loves to show astronauts exploding in space after a suit breach. In countless movies, a tiny tear in a spacesuit leads to a spectacular, gory explosion, as if the human body is a pressurized balloon just waiting to pop. These scenes are thrilling, but they're pure fiction, designed for shock value and dramatic effect. But in reality, you wouldn't explode. The vacuum of space is dangerous, but not in the way Hollywood suggests. Your body is much more resilient than you might think. Human skin is strong enough to hold you together. Our skin and underlying tissues act as a natural barrier, preventing our bodies from bursting apart, even in the absence of atmospheric pressure. The real danger is the air in your lungs. Holding your breath could rupture them. If you ever found yourself suddenly exposed to space, exhaling immediately is crucial to avoid severe internal injuries. Moisture on your tongue and eyes would boil away and you'd lose consciousness in about 15 seconds. The lack of pressure causes bodily fluids to vaporize, a process called ebulism, but it's not as visually dramatic as the movies make it seem. You'd swell up, but not burst. The swelling is uncomfortable and dangerous, but your body would remain intact, thanks to the strength of your skin and connective tissues. Death comes from lack of oxygen, not explosion. Without air to breathe, your brain and organs are quickly starved of oxygen, leading to unconsciousness and eventually death. The true dangers of space are asphyxiation, extreme temperatures, and radiation. Space is a hostile environment with deadly hazards that don't need exaggeration to be terrifying. Science fiction exaggerates, but reality is dramatic enough. The real risks astronauts face are just as intense, even if they're less visually spectacular. The universe doesn't need movie magic to be perilous. Its dangers are real, and surviving them requires knowledge, preparation, and respect for the harshness of space. We've busted some of the universe's biggest myths, from infinite space to black holes and the color of the sun. The truth is often more fascinating than fiction. Science is about questioning, testing, and discovering what's real. Keep asking, keep exploring, and let curiosity guide you. The universe is full of mysteries waiting to be unveiled. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.